What
Right.
did I do?
You was quiet.
You validated it. You validated it.
And I stepped back, right?
Right. You did.
Okay.
So the point that I'm making is that the conversation oftentimes, especially on live streams, it's not for the panelists. We know what we're talking about. It's for those 1 point whatever thousand people or whatever hundreds of people that are in the room that are impressionable. He still consistently builds a following every time he gets banned. He's made videos stating that he's been banned over 20 times, but yet still comes back and builds a following. That is dangerous and divisive, and we have a responsibility, regardless of whether you think it's, quote, your place or not, to call out these things. If we're saying we, quote, protect black women and are for the black community, regardless of whether you like the man or not, take how much you like him, take whoever he is, and put his words specifically. That's why, again, I want to go back to a point that T made. When you say that's not what he said, when we bring up the video, that is what the context is. And far too often, and I'm going to be real with y'all, I literally just got federally cleared of someone falsely accusing me of sexually assaulting them. Words matter. So we have to be direct to the point. However, after a person has consistently exhibited a certain behavior, I got to go with Slim. After that point, none of that shit matters because you've shown a clear indication of a pattern of behavior.
And when I was speaking on the end points of the video, and I was telling you, yeah, it stopped right there, and he didn't say anything further. And I was telling you at that point in time where he pulled over to the side of the road and told her to get out, she now had a choice to make, to choose the evil that she does know or the evil that she doesn't. And typically, women will choose the evil that they do know versus the evil that they don't. And that's what I had a problem with.
I get it.
Now, he ain't say all of that, but that's what it alluded to. And that's why I want to say, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, Todd. I think my anger would have been lesser for somebody I didn't have as much respect for.
Can I speak?
Go ahead, Mike.
All right. When we go back to the video of the
which video, Mike?
I'm talking about the most one that's controversial, which is the in the car situation.
Okay.
When we go back to that video and he's talking about, if she doesn't want to give me top or whatever, he said, I will go, this is what he said, I will drive halfway home, stop and let you out. All right? I understand exactly why everybody got into an uproar, because what we have to understand is he meant a certain thing, but everybody else put their own spin on it, on what they...
bro.
No. I'm not defending him, Slim, because I don't agree with the situation, because that's not something that I would do as a man. I'm just saying why everybody is jumping down this man's throat.
There's no other narrative to put on that, brother.
No. Listen. I'm again, because you guys are about to come at me like I'm defending him, and I'm not.
You sound.
That's what you doing, though.
But, listen, I'm not defending him. Let me break this down real quick.
Okay.
All right. He said, "I will drive halfway home." And let her out.
No. Okay. If we playing semantics, bro,
Hold on.
Kick her out.
Hold on.
Kick her out.
Okay. Kick her out. Let her out. Whatever. All right.
Okay.
I'm speaking on this based off of what was said. Now,
you want me to play the video again?
No, you don't have to, because I know the video, because I've heard it like multiple times already.
Okay.
Now, we don't know where he dropped her off at. Yes, she don't know where she's at either. But again, like he said, she's not familiar with the state. We don't know if he dropped her off at a Walmart. We don't know where he pulled off. Everybody jumped to the conclusion and said, hold on, let me finish. Everybody jumped to the conclusion and said, pull off to the side of the road. Those weren't his words. He never said that.
Check this out.
Pull off to the side of the road. Hold on, because I'm not defending him. I'm trying to let me finish. Y'all gotta let me finish.
I got a question.
Y'all gotta let me finish, James.
Before you continue,
go ahead.
After what we just heard a few minutes ago, You really think what you're saying is appropriate at this moment?
I'm not speaking on the predator shit because I'm
But
not
see,
even going.
ain't nobody
I'm not even
speaking
gonna
on the
go
predator
there.
stuff.
I'm not even gonna go there because I
This
don't
is what
agree with
you're
you.
not understanding.
Listen.
You're not understanding.
I'm just speaking on the dissection of this
Man,
video.
look, I'm finna give it to
let
you
me-
just this real though,
let me
Mike.
respond
You're
to
right.
Go
just
ahead,
that.
Slim. Go ahead, Slim. Go ahead, Slim.
I want y'all to hear this because
Go ahead,
this
Slim.
one that y'all don't even know. Do you know how many women have been? He could have dropped off at a police station. Do you know how many police have SA women that they knew that they didn't have that there was nobody to fight for them or fend for them?
And I don't disagree with you. I'm not gonna fight you.
So
on that.
regardless of where he dropped her at, he put her safety in danger because she was out of town and knew nowhere where he could have let her at a bus stop. The next call, looking like he's saying it and wanted to be a concerned person, could have been the person that was gonna really do her danger. No matter where. If you had a problem, you could have dropped her back off at the airport
I
where
agree.
you got her from.
Hold on, Slim. Let me interject right there. He specifically said, we're going to stick to exactly what he said. He said, not only will she have to find her way back to the airport because she doesn't know where she is, she's also going to have to get her plane ticket, and came on this live and stated that he would cancel the return ticket that she had. So you are literally, out of your own mouth, acknowledging that you are putting her in an unsafe environment wholeheartedly, regardless of where the location is. You're acknowledging, one, what your actions are, provided she doesn't do what you asked her to do. Number two, specifically stated you would kick her out. Number three, you're acknowledging she's unfamiliar with the environment. And number four, you're acknowledging that you're canceling her return ticket. That is grounds for destruction.
I speak.
Let me impose this right here.
Hold on. Isn't that malicious intent? Is that not malicious intent?
Who is that?
So what are we talking about this?
We're not talking about children now. She's a bullet because they back to the airplane.
And secondly, though, this the part that you're not looking at.
Listen.
Oh, look, before you go, JV, I got you. Most women are not gonna get out their car. They're gonna perform the service, and that's gonna be trauma that you're not even looking at either. What about the women that say, all right, I'll do it. All right, I'll do it.
That's
the part that's fucked up.
Because I get where you're going with that. I'm not gonna fight you on that.
Let me ask you this question. Here's the question I want you to answer, since you came in to bring clarity to it. Let's say he don't even drop her off, right?
Okay.
Let's forget about that part. What is the difference between if you take a 14-year-old and you fly her in town, right?
It's not a 14-year-old. That you're mixing two
videos. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Because I don't do that.
You fly her in. Wait. Let me finish. I'm gonna come right back. You fly her in and you give her the option to have sex or not. Isn't that equivalent to human trafficking?
But you're referring to a 14-year-old, and
No. Human trafficking does not have an age, bro. Grown women are kidnapped and done the same way. That's what you just proved my point.
You gave an age.
You did say an age, bro. You said 14-year-old.
Can I ask you a question?
Because I wanted him to say yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
No. I wanted him to say yeah. Listen. Human trafficking does not have an age. You cannot purposely do what you all are thinking you could do. You can't do it. You cannot do it. A predator does not have an age limit. A predator, if you are over somebody and you sleep with all of your employees, you are a predator. A predator does not have to be a child. And this is where you dudes have got to get smarter in what you're thinking. You can't, and what's funny is I watch all these grown men in the comments calling dudes a simp because they're saying they wouldn't do that.
Oh, I don't care about that.
James is, no, I don't care neither. I care less. I care less.
I ain't gonna lie to you, no smoke, because y'all really don't want no smoke with me, because the flip side of this Slim guard is the devil, goddamn.
Hey, T,
please don't play with me like that.
I got the video context of the 9-year-old when you're ready.
Oh,
yeah, I never even heard the 9-year-old.
Even you dudes who coming here trying to justify.
You can play it.
Why would you justify a woman being dropped off in the middle of nowhere?
Okay, see, you keep saying in the middle of nowhere, right?
It doesn't matter.
At it from
hold on.
Bro, why is you defending his period?
Let me say something. Because I'm looking at it from a standpoint, if I were to do this, I wouldn't do this because it's not in my character. But I'm looking at it from a standpoint of if I were to do what he
Why is you trying
hold on.
Do
Slim, let me talk, dog. I'm looking at it from a standpoint of if I were to do what he did, right?
It's weird, bro.
If I were to do what he did, this is not what I would do, but if I were to do what he did, I'm not. The middle of nowhere means like the desert, right? He did not specify where he dropped her off at. If let's say I were to drop her off at a Walmart, she could call an Uber to take herself to the airport. There's a lot of shit she can do at that Walmart. She can find her way home. She's got her cell phone. I didn't take her cell phone. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it from that perspective.
All right,
now hold on, because I wanted to address James based off of what Slim said. Slim, you said something about if she was dropped off at a police station. What did you say? Something about something can still happen to her. Say that again now.
She can get SA there too.
She can get what?
SA there too.
What is that? I don't know that term. What is that?
Sexual assault.
Okay. All right, cool.
We are not in this. Y'all, wait a minute, so y'all can understand. The people in the comments. At this point, because I got to be real, we're not discussing a 14-year-old girl. He's discussing an adult.
Right.
So
yeah, we're not discussing.
And I'm not saying he's right. Like I'm just speaking facts. Everybody keeps saying we're talking about a 14-year-old girl. He's discussing an adult.
Now, James, based off of what Slim just said, you said I'm not defending the man. I'm just breaking shit down. You said you would go and pay for her to stay at a hotel. Did you or did you not say that?
Who said that?
Yes, sir.
James said that. Now, Slim,
and he said pay for a flight back. You got to say the whole thing.
Get stayed over there at that hotel?
He's making her comfortable. He's making her comfortable. It's a difference.
It doesn't matter.
Mike,
bro, what's your point of this line of questioning? That's what I'm matter.
All I'm saying is, if you drop her off,
Mike, what's your hotel room?
It does matter.
Mike,
no, Mike, you said something. Let me respond to that. It does matter. It does matter how you treat a woman. Mm-hmm. It does matter making sure that she's at a place that's a safe environment. You're not going to stick at a motel. You're going to put her in a place where she can be safe. You're going to also go as far as checking on her to make sure she's there. And if she came to see you, your black behind should take that young lady and pick her up in the morning and make sure she gets dropped off at the airport to go where she needs to go. What I'm trying to figure out is, why are you trying to find pain points to walk in this dumb behavior?
There you go.
It just don't make sense to me. You making it ridiculous. You reaching.
No, I'm not reaching.
You reaching. You reaching, bro. You making us have a conversation that is ridiculous.
I'm not reaching.
Wait. James.
I'm not reaching.
Come on, man. You reaching, bro.
James.
You reaching.
James. And I'm not negating anything, but before you found out the whole context.
I'm still the same way. I'm still the same way.
Right, you said
but wait, James, don't do that with me. Don't do that with me.
Bro, y'all don't realize how fucked up y'all look when y'all
whether I
doing
knew
this
about
shit.
the 9 or 14-year-old. No, let me speak for myself because I don't want this to be on somebody else.
You said you wouldn't do
that. Exactly. So this is what I don't want to do. I don't want nobody to correct my truth. And I'm not saying that you don't have an opinion to say what you're saying, but what I'm saying is,
you were right.
I agree
you were right, but
whether somebody 14, 9, before you get there, what he's doing is he's doing what we call move the goalpost instead of sticking to the fact that you have a responsibility as a black. Let me be more specific. A black man, when we're already considered predators, when we're already considered this. Yo, I've been on this joint watching ISPEAK go through for a nightmare. And you gonna sit up here and literally tell me that I should find all these little loopholes after watching several people on this app get judged for defending our people and people lying on them. And now you want to turn around and try to make scenarios where we know.
And I'm gonna show you. And James, I'm gonna show you exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because now I'm gonna revert back to T. All right, because everybody jumped on her head about defending the man. Because again, I'm not defending him because I wouldn't do nothing.
You are though.
You are.
No, I'm not. I knew you guys would say that, but that's fine. I'll go ahead.
Because that's what you're doing.
But that's what you're doing.
I'm not defending him.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
No, let me finish what I'm saying, my guy.
Is it wrong? Is it wrong for him to do what he's doing?
Yes.
Okay, then why are we still talking?
But no, exactly. I have because I understand why everybody jumped to what they jumped to, but I'm looking at it from both perspectives.
Fuck his perspective.
Now hold on, because everybody jumped on T when they said she was defending this man, and she wasn't. Because T,
we already
being that, hold on, you gotta let me finish, my guy.
You defended something.
Being that she is a woman, no, listen, y'all not hearing me. Being that T is a woman,
I want to hear you.
And she knows what these situations could be like, right? She specifically said, I would rather him kick me out the car than force himself on me.
It still don't make his actions right.
I'm not saying that it does.
Then what we talking about?
I'm not, but see, I'm touching on. Listen, bro, I'm touching on every scenario. Listen, I've been listening to all this stuff all day with y'all, and I'm touching on every scenario. I'm touching on. Slim. All I'm doing is
Hey, look, I'm finna make a famous scenario. Slim, you a man, and I'm finna address you how you coming.
Okay, but Slim, let me finish talking, my guy. Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking.
If you want to suck your dick, go do it.
Slim, I'm addressing every scenario. I'm addressing where Moses was coming from. I'm addressing.
Let me clear up what he meant. What I said. I said a person that thinks like that already, if he's predatory, I'd rather him drop me off than to take me to his house because he's already got that mindset. So I'd rather this motherfucker drop me off than to take me to his house and fuck and rape me. So me as a woman, so that's what I'm saying. Somebody asked me to clear it up in the comments, so I'm clearing it up. So I'm gonna.
All right, so moving on. This is the context.
Can I say this real quick? I'll speak.
Go ahead, Slim.
Anybody that agree with that anybody else that want to defend this video, defend this man, and all these perspectives, if you're in the comments, I don't care if you man or woman, if you want to suck his dick, go and do it and get the fuck away. Please.
And can I say one thing? I want to say this. I want to. This is what I want to do.
Hold on, JVille.
Yeah, this is what Moses had to say about that. Boys that murdered their stepdaddy because he was touching on their daughter. I mean, his stepdaughter, they sister. Who was wrong in that situation? And I feel like it's more people that was wrong than just the stepfather. And boys was wrong for retaliating the way they did. Now you left your sister out here with no defense and no means of protection while she goes through getting over this trauma because you committed a crime and you didn't protect her. You avenged her. But do we know what the little girl was doing? I said 14 years old. I taught this whole system for 8 years in 3 separate states. I've seen little girls 14 and 15 know exactly what they're doing. Your blood memory is diluted.
Now you want to do some more?
Now see, if I would have saw that one, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would never got cool.
They ain't got that on that one. They ain't got that on that one.
So now you want to still play both perspectives?
I want to say something real fast. That's a
totally different video, my guy. I ain't got that.
I want to say something real fast. Let me say this. And I would never do this. I owe black women an apology. And I'm going to tell you why. Because black women have been saying they have a hard time trusting black men. And officially tonight, as I watched this dude come up here and he just tried to explain it, I watched guys in
What happened?
We can't hear you, Jay.
Hey, you want to know what it was? While he get his mic together, you want to know why I'm really, really mad too? So, James, you been seeing me in them other rooms where I was having these conversations for the last couple of days?
Nah, hey, bro, man, we just remember we went to the hospital with wifey for the chemo. So I'm everything.
Look, check this out. I've been going into other rooms, listening to the conversations, you know what I'm saying, and getting some perspectives. I haven't agreed with everything that I heard, but I wanted to go in there and listen. And bro, like I was sitting up finna cry, bro, just listening to these women talk about that shit. And then I started looking at it. I was like, hey, bro, like, yeah, you talking about they need to wear different clothes. You need to do all this extra shit. And I'm like, bro, nah, ain't no solution for this shit. Like, it made me feel so fucking like little, bro. I felt defenseless and helpless, bro. Like, how the fuck do I stop it? It's something you can't spot them. You can't do nothing about it. I can't tell you other than to get a gun or some motherfucking mace and a knife. Bro, that shit is fucked up. And then you want to come up here and sit here and say, hey, defend this shit?
Yo, dog, what I don't understand is why we didn't even get to the place where it's like, yo, ain't even no need to talk about this man. He has no substance in our category. And for us to have to argue with another,
now I'm using it as a teachable moment. I'm using the moment now as a teachable moment. Any man in here that hears somebody talking like that, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you can't prove it, watch his ass. If you once you hear him do it again, punish his ass.
And listen to what Jay Ville said. Jay Ville said something that's very powerful.
I'm waiting for him to come back.
It's breaking my heart. It's really like, yo, we sitting here arguing semantics. We arguing semantics. We not sitting here just taking the truth that's being said to us and shown to us exactly what is wrong, what exactly is predatory, what exactly would destroy our children, what exactly would lead our daughters astray. And what I'm getting pissed off about, and I'm not going to let it bother me because I was sitting here praying and say, let me stay on task about my goal. Because you know I mentor my boys. We going to go through this, bro. I'm going to add this to the conference. I'm going to tell my boys, do not let another man give you a whole bunch of scenarios towards predatory behavior. That's all I'm going to say. If you get a scenario and this man has done bad behavior, all the other scenarios cancel themselves out. The very fact that he talks and moves in this language, you don't need to be bothered with that person at all. We're not going to do all this other stuff.
You want to know the even more fucked up part?
Who don't like it?
You want to know the even more fucked up part? I swear, bro, like it's so fucked up because I as a person who's been on the inside, bro, they get the least amount of time. They don't even get punished for the lives they destroy. That's why I say I'd never be the one to call 911 for one of them. Never.
Dog, we just played 3-4 different tapes. ISPEAK just finished playing, and we talking about dropping somebody off. Like I'm trying to figure out what is we doing.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'd never be the one to call 911.
I don't understand why we having this conversation.
Nah, bro, that shit crazy. And then niggas, you trying to justify this shit. Like you bringing up all these different scenarios. That's why my anger was like it was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, like it ain't no way around this shit.
Okay, let's say it this way.
I wasn't justifying it. I was just making it clear on what he was saying.
About the scenario.
Bro, why is you even still here, bro? Like you sound like the more you talk, now I'm starting to get that vibe from your voice.
Hold on. Wait a minute. For y'all in the comments, they're saying T-Buy and all that shit. At the end of the day, I came on a live that was not talking about this 14-year-old. I came on a live that was talking about the video of just the same way so don't come on here with that shit. When I was on Slim Live, I didn't know all this other shit yesterday at all.
You ain't need to. That one example, example was enough for you to stop defending the video.
To know that.
Let it go. Let that go. What we need to focus on the fact is that
I just want to make y'all know so y'all can know. Don't come at me because I didn't know this shit yesterday either.
It's not about. It's not about. I'm gonna be honest. My anger towards you was that you kept trying to defend the video. You probably weren't trying to defend him, but trying to defend the video, which were his words, were you attempting to defend him.
Okay.
Listen, at the
that's
end of the
the
day,
only part that I'm fucked up about.
Hey, I just want to say something, and I'm gonna hop out of here for the final time, because I think we're kind of going cyclical at this point. We've explained and expressed what you felt. The bottom line is he's a danger to black women, and that's where the focus should be. Based on the research that I've done and my community has done. Now I don't know this for sure, but we are under the understanding that he's not teaching anymore. So at this point, the solution would be When you see this shit, call it the fuck out. Otherwise, you turning a blind eye to it and having the knowledge of it, you're just as guilty. And that is exactly why I said to you, T, when I came on, I said I have no desire to talk to him whatsoever because I know what he does. I'm very secure in who I am. I'm 30 years old. I got 3 kids. I take care of my entire household. You can call me a runner. You can call me a simp. Hey, you can call me a bitch if you want to. That's cool. But I know one thing. You ain't never going to be able to say I didn't protect the black women, not just in my family, but on my platform as well. And I've tangled with him, like I said, for the past year. So in that, I knew I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to you and your audience that clearly rallies around the conversations that you and the spaces that you consistently hold. Because there are women, I want you to think about this too. There are women, just like Slim said, that in that situation, they're going to be like, you know what? Damn, I might as well, you know what I'm saying, do what he asking me to do because, you know, I'm in an unfamiliar environment. You know what I'm saying? I might as well. Well, what's the worst that could happen, right? When really and truly, they should never be even made to be put in that situation. So to argue any type of semantics whatsoever for that scenario, that situation, you have every right to say what you specifically would do.
But, and that's what I did.
Moving forward, what I want you to understand is as your platform continues to build, because I can already see you're going to build a bigger platform outside of your 100K, outside of this page here, you're going to build a bigger platform. You're held to a different fire the bigger your platform becomes. Literally, I just had to get cleared federally from a goofy that for a whole year has been defaming me, saying that I sexually assaulted her. Never filed no paperwork, no nothing. But the court of public opinion matters. And I promise you, once it gets off this app, there's no telling where it goes. They try to get me kicked out the Navy. They try to go to major publications, all that over lies. So in that, the point that I'm making is that when we say certain things, we got to remember the same people that are in our comment section, the same people that are on our live streams, they listen to us. They take our words into account. We need black women to understand that this behavior, regardless of why you call her a goofy, I didn't call her a goofy. Regardless of what you would specifically do, it's dangerous and it's not okay. I'm never, ever, with any grown-ass man, going to argue the semantics of sexual coercion. Because as a man, if you can't vibe, there's so many different scenarios that could go into her not wanting to do anything once she gets there. She could just think, oh, because you think about long distance, right? You got a certain vibe with a person. You get in person, you just like, damn, they're not the same person that they was, you know what I'm saying, over the... You know, let me just kind of fill them out a little bit. Let me take a little bit more time. You're specifically setting up a scenario. You're acknowledging that this is what you would specifically do. It's a difference when we say hypothetical. I hate hypotheticals because we can argue the semantics of hypotheticals to the end of the moon. But once you acknowledge that this is specifically what you would do, I got to take you for exactly what it is that you said. I got to take you for exactly what it is that you're doing.
And I asked him on my live first before I went left. I said, bro, would you do that shit? And he said, maybe.
I got you. So here, he said yes. So what I'm saying to you, T, in summation, because I'm about to go, anytime we see this behavior, especially as black men and black women, we have a responsibility. Regardless of what people think, regardless of what people feel, we have a responsibility to call it out, and it doesn't matter to what degree we take it. I'm not arguing the semantics of my speech with no bitch-ass nigga that perpetuates that type of sentiment. And I'm not calling him a bitch-ass nigga. I'm calling the stuff that he's doing. I don't know him personally, but the stuff that coming out his mouth, absolutely. When Slim said he's exhibiting a criminal mind, he's acknowledging I've been around these people. I know how these individuals think. So no, I'm not calling you a criminal, right? Because we play these semantic arguments. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. I know how they think. I've been around them. So in that, you call it out consistently and you destroy their fucking platforms. I'm not an advocate for mass reporting at all. But when you're putting black women in danger, you're putting children in danger, you're putting old folk in danger, you a racist, you a bigot, etc., get them the fuck out of here. Period. Get him up out of here. That's why I said when the sister said earlier, oh, well, he came on your live and you didn't even let him up because I'm not giving you no platform. The only reason why I lightly addressed him here is because this is your platform. And at first,
I wasn't going to let him up, right?
That's what I'm saying. And you in the beginning, you're absolutely right. Now, I truly do believe when you're discussing a person, right, that they do have and they should have an opportunity to defend themselves.
And that's why I let
However, the caveat to that is when they're literally exhibiting behavior that is detrimental to the community. Once you now have the knowledge of it, you, from this point on, from the stuff that you said you didn't have the knowledge of, you now have the knowledge. From this moment forward, and I'm just keeping it real with you, because a lot of these folk, they will not. You thereby become responsible for everything that this motherfucker done did.
And that's why I broke down when he was in the live.
That's why when he pulled up to my live, I said, moderators, block him, get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Because my point, my place at this point, final thought, my place at this point is every single time I become aware of something, if someone else has already spoke on it, boost their voice. If they haven't, I'm going to speak on it and make sure that my black women know and the black women that still follow him know that this shit is not okay.
And they over there in that nigga live right now.
Thank you,
Us, I would like us to have a conversation.
You said you would like for us to have a conversation? All right, hit me on the gram as soon as we get off of here. I'll still be up.
Thank you, I speak for that.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And black women, please understand that this shit is dangerous. This shit is divisive. And get that motherfucker off this app. Period. Y'all be easy, man.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. For me, I'm leaving as well. Listening to the conversation lets me know two things. One, and I'm going to be calm when I say this because I want to be heard when I say this because Slim knows how I feel about this because of my daughter. Like, I really take this stuff seriously. And I find myself getting overly emotional about it. So I'm going to say this. My daughter was groomed to be essayed. And so I don't have space, man, to listen to, no disrespect to him, but I can't continue to listen to Mike and his scenarios for me because I'm triggered. It ain't got nothing to do with him because I find myself attacking him and I don't want to be in that space because he deserves more respect than that.
I apologize if I triggered you because that wasn't my intent.
Yeah.